when the going gets tough, I'm waiting for you. What's your response? Not what's the saying, but what do you do? Hey, everybody, it's Ed the Trainer, and we'll take a look at your choice this week on Tips on Tuesday. This past weekend, I watched as my Maryland football Terrapins got hammered by the top-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes, albeit it was late in the game. Yeah, sure, the Terps pulled even early in the second half, but they ran out of gas and were literally run over by the Buckeyes in the fourth quarter. By most accounts, though, at least from Terp fans, it may actually have been their best performance of the year, effort-wise at least. Odd, considering that most knew that it was the head coach's last game at the helm after what had been a less than stellar 4-year run. But is it really surprising? After all, players are smart enough to know that their next head coach is going to see that film, right? As former Eagle quarterback and current NFL Films guru Ron Jaworski says, the eye in the sky doesn't lie. And while many athletes look to make those highlight reels, in fact, it's often a player's efforts in the low-light moments that speak the loudest. In other words, what level of effort does someone give when the game is out of reach? When things look to be their bleakest, or when everyone knows that your coach is sure to be fired immediately after the game? As I said, several of the Terps may have played their best game of the season, if not their career, on Saturday. And while it may not have been enough to overcome the top team in the land, it's a telling lesson about some of those individual performers. Certainly the fans may have understood if the Maryland players went through the motions last weekend and lost by 40 points plus. But as John Wooden said, the true test of your character is what you do when no one is watching. And in a circumstance where those players may have believed that they'd been forgotten about, many instead chose to let their true mettle show. They understood that individually, the only thing they were able to control was their role, their responsibilities within the team. And to whatever extent that they could contribute, they would be at their best. Now, what about us? What actions can we take this week to drown out some of the noise around us and try to keep focused on only what we can control? Can we choose to be at our best regardless of the circumstances and hold ourselves to a higher standard? Even if things around us aren't ideal, rise above the noise, guys. Expect the best from yourself consistently, and maybe what was noise may actually begin to start tuning in to your lead. So we've got 6 weeks of college football in the books. Let's hear from you. Who's your top 4? Submit your choices in the comments section below. And this week, not only will we select a random entry for a special thanks, but we'll also tally your votes and present the Ed the Trainiac's top 5 in the land. And I know my Terps won't be anywhere near the top, at least until basketball season starts. As always, guys, thanks for spending a couple of minutes with me today. I really appreciate your time. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you soon.